So we have elections coming up on Tuesday, obviously Florida, Illinois, Arizona, and Ohio, very, very important states. But we also have the coronavirus now running wild. So many things have been suspended or canceled. The NBA season, you've got spring training, and the March Madness has just been flat out canceled. Those poor kids, some of them are seniors, they're never gonna get to play in March Madness. Just give you that as examples. But we got elections coming up, and everybody's touching the same materials when they go in. In California, for example, they have a digital ballot. You touch the same screen, everybody does. It affects the elderly most of all. Whether we as progressives like it or not, the people who vote the most are the elderly. Are they going to be afraid to go in to vote in places like Florida and Arizona? So although this is generally not a great idea, if it's being used in any way, shape, or form as an excuse, certainly at the national level for the general elections, it would have to be extraordinary. But we really do have an extraordinary circumstance here. So I think that we should consider delaying those primaries. So, and by the way, this is super fair because the elderly are voting at a 70% rate historically throughout in this election, throughout all the states that have voted so far, roughly speaking, in favor of Joe Biden. So if the elderly are worried about coming out to vote, Joe Biden stands at a significant disadvantage, just based on the numbers so far. So we have to be really careful about delaying elections, but this is not the general election, and it is an extraordinary circumstance. I mean, I've never seen all the sports being canceled. Disneyland is now shut down. You name it, everything is being shut down. And we already have trouble getting people to vote. Now, I don't know how many people are gonna show up, and it creates a wild card. Are we sure we know who would have normally won the election? And here, honestly, the disadvantage is to Bernie Sanders, the advantage is to Biden if we delay the elections. So, but at the same time, you gotta be honest about it, and you gotta be realistic about it. A lot of people might not show up to vote. So we should at least begin to consider delaying the elections on Tuesday. And I'm not positive which way the advantage goes. You might say the advantage is to Bernie because he might want it extended more, right? But it might be to Biden because, my God, if the elderly don't show up to vote, he has no chance of winning. But either way, these are just primaries, and we're at the height of an unprecedented worldwide pandemic. With everything else being canceled, do not cancel the vote. Do not cancel it. But we should have very, very serious deliberations right now before it's too late about delaying those specific primaries. If we delay them a week, if we delay them 4 days, I don't know what the right number is, but those states need to meet and they need to make those decisions. The DNC should be considering it right now. Do not delay them too long, but let's get to a point where we feel safe to go out and vote and then have those primaries. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.